so today is Monday, and today we're going to work on 10 times and 1/10 of. Okay, so on this side of your paper, numbers 1 through 8, we're going to start with, it says use place value patterns to complete the table. Alright, so it gives us the number 50, and it's asking us to go to 1/10 of the number and to 10 times the number. Okay, well, so if we have 50, 10 times the number would be 500, because remember we're jumping one place value bigger, and then 1/10 of, we're jumping one place value smaller. Okay, also notice that when I'm going 10 times larger, I'm adding a 0, and when I'm going 1/10 smaller, I'm taking away a 0. Okay, so 400, if I'm going to get 10 times bigger, then I'm going to go one place to the left, and I'm going to have 4,000. And 1/10 of 400, remember I'm going to the right, and I'm going to have 40. Again, I added 1 0 and took away 1 0. So then we have 8,000, and if I'm going to get 10 times bigger, then I'll be at 80,000. And if I get 1/10 smaller, then I'm going to be at 800. Again, notice the pattern. I added a 0 here, and I took away a 0 here. 90,000. So if I'm going to get 10 times bigger, I'm going to be at 900,000. And then if I'm going to get 1/10 smaller, then I'm going to be at 9,000. Okay, so again, watch the pattern. I added a 0 for 10 times. I took away a 0 for 1/10. Okay, let's look at the bottom of this page. It says write 10 times or 1/10 of in the blank to make this statement true. Alright, so let's look. Number 9 says the value of the 5 in 2,583, so I'm going to underline the 5, is blank the value of the 5 in 1,952, so I'm going to underline this 5. Alright, so let's see. This 5 is in the hundreds place, and this 5 is in the tens place. The hundreds place is larger than the tens place by one jump, so it's going to be 10 times larger. Okay, then number 10 says the value of the 3 in 8,736, so I'm going to underline the 3, is blank the value of the 3 in 4,309. So I'm going to underline the 3 in this number. Okay, so the 3 in the first number is in the tens place, and the 3 in the second number is in the hundreds place. And the tens place is less than the hundreds place by 1/10. So I'm going to write 1/10. Number 11 says the value of the 8 in 3,814 is blank the value of the 8 in 8,302. So I'm going to underline that 8. So first number we have 8 in the hundreds place, and the second number we have 8 in the thousands place. So the hundreds place is less than the thousands place, so that's going to make that number 1/10 smaller. Okay, then number 12 says the value of the 2 in 7,642, so I'm going to underline the 2, is blank the value of the 2 in 3,728, so I'm going to underline that 2. Okay, so this 2's in the ones place, and this 2's in the tens place. So the ones place is smaller than the tens place by 1/10. So then this value is going to be 1/10 smaller. Number 13, the value of the 4 in 1,405, so I'm going to underline the 4, is blank the value of the 4 in 3,940. Underline this 4. Okay. Now, this 4 is in the hundreds place, and this 4 is in the tens place. So the hundreds place is greater than the tens place, and it's 10 times greater. Sorry, I need both my hands, and I'm going to only use one. Number 14, the value of the 3 in 6,530, so the 3, so I'm going to underline the 3, is blank the value of the 3 in 9,043. So I'm going to underline this 3. Sorry, I have to I need both hands. Okay, so this 3 is in the tens place, and this 3 is in the ones place. So the tens place is larger than the ones place, and it's 10 times larger. Okay, so I'll give you just a few seconds to make sure you have all of that written down on the first side. Okay, let's turn over to the back side. All right, so the back side, we're doing the same thing. Let's see, numbers 1 through 5. It says write 10 times or 1/10 in the blank to make the statement true. All right, so just like we were doing on the other page. So the value of the 4 in 2,483, so 4, is blank the value of the 4 in 5,942. So my 4's here. Okay, so my 4 is in the hundreds place here, and it's in the tens place here. So the hundreds place is larger, so it's going to be 10 times the value. Okay, number 2. The value of the 7 in 1,712 is blank the value of the 7 in 7,825. Okay, so this 7 is in the hundreds place, and this 7 is in the thousands place. So the hundreds place is less than the thousands place, so it's going to be 1/10 the value. The value of the 1 in 1,803, so underline the 1, is blank the value of the 1 in 9,127. So the 1 is in the thousands place here, and it's in the hundreds place here. Well, the thousands place is larger than the hundreds place, so this value is going to be 10 times larger. The value of the 2 in 3,402 is blank the value of the 2 in 4,320. Okay, so the 2 is in the ones place in this number, and the 2 is in the tens place in this number. So the ones place is less than the tens place, so this value is going to be 1/10. The value of the 5 in 1,753, underline that 5, is blank the value of the 5 in 3,511. So we've got the 5. So this 5 is in the tens place, this 5 is in the hundreds place. So the tens place is less than the hundreds place, so we're going to have 1/10. All right, now looking at this middle part, it says determine if the statement is true or false and write your answer in the chart provided. Okay, so number 6 says the 3 in 1,643, okay, so let's underline that 3 so we know what we're looking at, is 10 times the value of the 3 in 2,730. Let's underline that 3. Okay, so this 3's in the ones place, and this 3's in the tens place. So this is saying that this one is 10 times larger than this one, and that's false because the ones place is less than the tens place. So over here in the blank, we're going to write the word false. And I guess you could just write F if you wanted to. Number 7, the value of the 5 in 534, so I'm going to underline the 5, is 10 times the value of the 5 in 1,754. Okay, this 5 is in the hundreds place, this 5 is in the tens place, and it's saying it's 10 times. So that is true because the hundreds place is 10 times the tens place. All right, true. Okay. Number 8, the value of the 7 in 3,457 is 1/10 the value of the 7 in 3,170. Okay, so this is in the ones place, this is in the tens place. So the ones place is less than the tens place, so 1/10, so that would be correct. So we're going to put true over here. Okay. Number 9, the value of the 4 in 1,460 is 10 times the value of the 4 in 3,847. Okay, so that 4 is right here. So this 4 is in the hundreds place, this 4 is in the tens place, and it's saying it's 10 times. Well, that is true because the hundreds place is larger than the tens place. Number 10, the value of the 2 in 12,485, so underline the 2, is 1/10 the value of the 2 in 32,490. Okay, so let's underline this 2. So this 2 is in the thousands place, and this 2 is in the thousands place. So they're in the same place, and they have the same value of 2,000. So this one's going to be false. Okay, and then number 11. Now these problems, 11 and 13, I guess it skipped 12, I don't know why, but these two problems at the bottom are going to be very similar to problems that you're going to probably see on a STAAR test. So pay very close attention to these types of questions. It says, in the numbers shown, one digit is circled and one digit is underlined. And we can see that this 4 is underlined and this 4 is circled, okay? It says, which statement about the circled digit is true? So it's asking about the circled digit. So I'm going to draw a little arrow to that 4 so we can remember that's what we're talking about. All right, so it says its value is 10 times greater than the value of the underlined digit. All right, so is this 4 10 times greater than this 4? No, because this is the hundreds place and this is the thousands place. So it's not going to be A. Then B says its value is 40 times greater than the value of the underlined digit. Again, it can't be greater because this is in the hundreds place and this is the thousands place. So it can't be greater by any amount. C says its value is 1/10 the value of the underlined digit. So is it 1/10? It's smaller and it only makes one hop. So yes, that's probably our answer. But let's go check D before we decide. Its value is 1/40th the value of the underlined digit. Well, no, we haven't even talked about something being 1/40th or any of that. So that's just there to trick us. So our answer is definitely C. All right, the last one. It's the same type. It's giving you an underlined digit and a circled digit. Which statement about the circled digit is true? So again, it's asking about the circle. So I'm going to draw a little arrow so we can always remember that's what they're talking about. Its value is 10 times greater than the value of the underlined digit. So this is in the hundreds place and this is in the tens place. So is this 10 times greater? Yes, it is. But let's go through all of them before we pick an answer. So I'm going to put a little star beside that one or a little dot because that might be my answer. B says its value is 60 times greater than the value of the underlined digit. Well, no, it's not 60 times greater. It's just 10 times greater, right? Okay, so we know that's just there to trick us. C says its value is 1/10 the value of the underlined digit. Well, no, because we already said it's 10 times greater, right? Because it's larger, so it can't be that. And then D says its value is 1/60th. Again, that's just there to trick us. We haven't even talked about 1/60th or any of that, so that's just there to throw us off. So our definite answer is A. So we're 100% sure because we checked every answer. So I'll go ahead and give you just a few minutes to make sure you have all of this written down. And you can also pause the video if you have anything. Please make sure that you give this paper with your name on it to your teacher so she can turn it back into me.